Welcome back to another reaction for Saga of Tanya's Evil, Season 2, Episode 2.
弾薬ばかりで日用品が全然足りません。靴下だけでも欲しかったのですが。
参謀本部直属の我々ですらこの程度か。東部全体の状況は押して知るべしだな。ひどい空だ。
I mean, at least you don't get the command to just keep on marching. That is already a good thing, right? I mean, classic Miss and Royd, I feel like. They're also doing a lot of stuff again this season. Which, I'm so curious how this really works. How many opening endings they have to do or can do. Are they approaching the companies? Are the companies coming to them? Every now and then they have like a bunch of anime stuff. I'm just curious. It doesn't help that they literally have in the song Berlin. And then we have this, yeah, it's a work of fiction, no relation to any real life counterparts. Do really? Really?
すまん、遅くなった。それにしても珍しいことだ。お前が飲みに誘うなど。
実は面白いものが見つかってな。
ん？
例のやつを。
This can't be good, can it? By the way, are we just, not address the poster at the end of last episode?
驚いたな。懐かしきはラウドン連隊長殿か。
あの地獄の日々が蘇るようだろう。
まったくだ。背中に汗が吹き出してくる。
気象ラッパの代わりどころか飯の時も風呂の時も便所の時もだからな。
よく耐え抜いたものだ。貴様と一緒でなければ無理だったよ。
それはお互い様だ。
廃盤になったはずだろう。
偶然飲みの市で見かけたのだ。足元を見られたが
な。あの日々を思い出に押しやれるなら安いものだ。
Yeah, you just described them as hell, so I don't know if I want to reminisce about hell anytime soon.
違いない。この店に置いておくからいつでも聞きに来るといい。
はは、そうさせてもらおう。
30年余りか。
本当に時が過ぎるのは早い。
ああ。
今もなお血は流れ続けている。
さりとて我々の未来はまだ絶望というわけでもあるまい。
Okay. So, I mean, they can't really do anything on the East Front. The West, they already took over. They took over the not friends of this world. Now, England still standing, which we probably see here. Capital Londinium, sure. We also have a campaign in Africa. So, unless you can cross the water, you can only go to the east. Maybe you can try to go around somehow. Try to use the waterways somewhere. But it doesn't look good. Tanya did explain the whole thing that the Empire has over all the other nations is its speed, and it can't use its speed at all for probably until summer.
さて、我々と手を結んだ悪魔の働きはどうにか帝国と共倒れしてほしいものだが、 連邦軍は難戦しています。粛清されていた魔導士たちも復帰するようですが、数的優勢を生かせる状況ではありません。そこで例の義勇軍部隊を利用しましょう。連邦との協調を示しながら諜報活動と同様の情報を得ることが可能です。
本当によろしいのですか？
Okay.
もちろんだ。義勇軍部隊への派兵など渡りに船だろう。連合王国を敵に回すより味方として活用したいではないか。これからはイメージ戦略も必要となる。幸いなことに我々は帝国という世界の敵と戦争をしている。我が連邦の善良性を広く示す必要があろ
う。ではそれにふさわしい人材を。
担当者は党に忠実な理想主義者がよい。
Now we have Tanya on the side of North Germany. We have Mary Sue on the side of the Allies. So it does stand to reason that we need a third person for the side of the Federation. Also, I mean, he is correct. At this moment, it is better for the Allies to be their friend than their enemy, so they can fight together against the Empire. Now, after the Empire is gone, alliances may buckle. Now, it is interesting that he's sending units to the army thingy. What was it called? Volunteer army. Which is because they are sending people to the volunteer army that then get sent back here. Because other than that, I would have also assumed they would try the same as the Allies are doing. Getting some people over to Great Britain or America, get some behind the scenes information.
党に忠実な理想主義者がよい。魔導士についても人格者を派遣したまえ。
承知しました。
Now, technically, we already have 2 girls, so it should be a guy.
だってそうだろ。例の部隊はあの妖精さんを目撃したそうじゃないか。すぐに捕まえてあげるからね。
I don't remember why he's so obsessed with her. Honestly, I have no clue.
まったく上層部もくだらん友情を押し付けてくれた。
Multinational volunteer army, but our leader, allied nation, all allied kingdom citizen. Very soon. Are they from the Federation?
お待たせして申し訳ありません。私は
Lilia Ivanovna Danechka. They are, right? Federation Political Commissar. Attached to the multinational volunteer army. I still find it so stupid that they are sending these to the volunteer army so that they then get sent back? Or are we just sending like Mary Sue and some people back? But then what are these guys gonna do?
リリーやイバノバ・タネーチカ。こちら連邦魔導士のミケル大佐です。
Ah, so you are gonna be the guy, huh? Multinational Volunteer Army Federation Commanding Officer. Because she is not a mage, but you are. And we need a mage to be able to fight Tanya.
私は下級政治委員で連邦軍中尉でもあります。政治将校というしがない使いっ走りですね。
後ほどしがないという連邦語を辞書で調べておきましょう。自分は連合王国第42飛行師団ドレイク中佐です。
よろしくお願いします、ドレイク中佐殿。党員として
I said
あ
Drake
な
is
た方
in
の
the
犠牲と
anime.
貢献に心よりの哀悼を。
知っていった仲間も少しは浮かばれるでしょう。
連邦の政治将校さんでしょうか。
スーチュイ。スーチュイ。
私はメアリー・スー中尉です。政治将校の方は軍生活の相談に乗っていただけるとお聞きしまして、実は部隊の犠牲者がこの地に葬られていて、
注意、その話は終わったはずだが。
でもやはり永民の地は故郷でないと。どうか祖国での埋葬を。祖国を思うことは誰にとっても当たり前です。そうでしょ。あなたのお気持ち痛いほどわかります。私でよければぜひとも力にならせてください。本当ですか？
So we have two parts of this Federation troop. We have our guy, who is not talking a lot. He is the fighter. He is the guy that is going to go to the front lines and be the mage. And then we have the lady who seemingly is going to try to get buddy-buddy with the volunteer army. Most likely to get information, backstab them, whatever is needed for the Federation.
スーチュイ、メアリーと呼んでも構いませんか？もちろんです。ありがとう。
We're back. We didn't want those ammunition and stuff anyway, right?
ハラスメント攻撃も日増しにひどくなりますね。
Can we read this? Really hard to read.
にひどくなりますね。なぜ連邦兵は揃いも揃って無謀な攻勢に付き従うのでしょ
う。憲兵隊の尋問結果はどうだ？
どれも似たようなものですね。まさに共産主義進歩の定型文といったところです。
さすがはコミーだな。連中の掲げる崇高な思想とやらは連邦全土に染み渡っているようだ。
中佐殿は本当に共産主義者がお嫌いですよね。
それが前世からの心情だ。
Do not remember, but wasn't he pretty cutthroat in his past life? Making money and stuff.
私も報告書には目を通しましたが、あまりにも画一的で偏見に満ちているかと。
どういうことだ？
私自身でも数人から聞き取りを行いました。これがその内容です。
そういえば、中尉の一族は革命騒動で連邦から引き上げた帝国系だったな。生きた連邦語話者はありがたい。
I mean, it would be crazy if it turns out she's like a double spy at some point. Well, not double spy, but a spy. That would be insane, imagine. It would be a really good twist, though.
政治委員を除いて全員が共産主義に覚意を示した。
はい。厳密に申し上げるなら、上層部に対する不支持の表明です。
A sentiment of estrangement from communism. So did the Federation choose these people for their suicide mission because they could go against their ideology? Get rid of some political enemy?
申し上げるなら、上層部に対する不支持の表明です。最終報告書からは、そうした生の声が抜けているようでして。
And it seems like those voices were absent from the final report. So, Greg gets it right. We had these reports. So we interrogated the people. They said, or the enemy, they said some stuff. We got a report. Bam, here you go. This is what the enemy said. Okay. She also interviewed the people. However, that these people are estranged from communism and don't support their superiors is not what our official reports say. Is someone falsifying our reports? Is someone messing with them? Or someone deciding not to write down some of the important information? Or... Is that what happens here? —
翔子さん、できれば。
Or is it just that she is very good at getting information out of it?
タバコをいただけませんかね。私は航空魔導士だ。軍機で禁止されている。タバコは肺をダメにするからな。では、火もお持ちでない？ああ、すまんな。
さすがはバイス少佐。手慣れたものだ。
Is that magic? Is that a magic screen?
少し聞かせて。あなた方は、いや、あなたはなぜ戦うの？
なぜって決まってるだろう。自分たちのためだ。
Yes, fighting or
より良い
dying.
未来のために戦っている。
より良い未来？
あんたらに勝てれば、俺たちの社会も少しは良くなるだろう。
Questionable.
質問を変えましょう。あなたはどうして社会を良くするために我々と戦うの？共産主義を信じているから？
あんたらと同じくらいには信じているよ。
それは随分とウィットに富んだ回答ね。
なあ、あんたバカだろ。
え？
誰が祖国を思わざる者か。いやおうなしにだ。違うか？
確認するけど、つまり祖国のために戦っているのね。
帝国軍人は頭。
I mean, Tanya is seeing something. I don't. I can't. Is he using sarcasm? Is he like, hey, or is he? I believe in it as much as you do. Doesn't everyone loves their homeland? Do they not want what they say to be on record? Because someone isn't clearly writing what is being said, and they don't want this, if it comes and falls into the hand of the Federation again, is them being punished for saying they don't believe in communism, they don't believe in the home country type of thing.
がいいと聞いていたが、まさか政治委員連中と同程度とは。おい、貴様、故郷のために戦う。それに理由がいるのか？あのクソいまいましい党の連中も、俺たちが手柄を立てれば、少しは言うことを聞くだろう。
I probably misinterpreted that totally. So it seems like he doesn't really believe in communism. He just wants a better life, which, okay, fair enough. And he wants to fight for his homeland because he hopes that that is going to finally get the political part to move in a direction that is beneficial for the populace. Which, spoiler, they're not.
誰が祖国を思わざる者か、そう言ったな。
はい、確かに。
くそったれ。道理で戦意が高すぎるわけだ。
中佐殿、
わからんのか。我々はコミュニストと戦うつもりでナショナリストと戦争を続けているんだぞ。今のやり方では敵に塩を送っていたも同然だ。
Okay. So that is why she was so taken. Okay. So someone who... Is it because if they were fighting for communism, you could have uprooted that? Because if their life is bad under communism, because, you know, the war's dragging on, not enough food, whatever, they could be converted. But if they are fighting for their land, I mean, everyone, I feel like, fought for their land at least a little bit. Maybe not for the whole country. So. But it is essentially two nationalist countries fighting against one another. And the more you push, the more they are going to stand together.
それは意外だな。総力戦とは積み上げた主体で測るものだと思っていたが。
Is what? A war like this one would be decided by who builds the bigger pile of corpses. That is not how you win a war. You would assume so, but if the other side has like double or triple your manpower, it doesn't matter that they lose more people. They just have to have more people at the end. So it's not really the amount of people you kill that is important. It's probably even more beneficial to get rid of some of the ammunition and weapons instead of the people.
おっしゃる通りであります。ですが、敵を銃弾ではなく言葉で減らせるのは
Unlikely.
言葉の方が安上がりです。
しかし効果が出ていない。すでに野戦
We have saboteurs in the field conducting anti-communist propaganda. Anti-communist, huh? Yeah, that is not working. I can't read shit. It's like really awful cursive. I see fire. Yay.
すでに野戦憲兵隊が反響戦部工作を行っている。検証結果はいかんともしがたい。
ではこの際です。イデオロギー攻撃などゴミ箱に押してください。
何？
理屈ではありません。閣下、重要なのは大衆の感情なのです。戦部工作
I do wonder how you can use propaganda to break a nationalist idea. Is the idea to have a revolution? Didn't we have that in our timeline where we had like the white and the red faction, and then you try to get people, you try to get the Federation and the people of the Federation to join the nation that is more aligned with you?
策というものは我々に対する敵意を削ぐのではなく分断するものでなければなりません。彼らは党への忠誠心からではなく祖国を思う気持ちから銃を取っているのです。ああ、聞き取りの調書はこちらに。憲兵隊は先入観に毒されすぎだ。私自身も込み。
Is that why they didn't write that down? Because they, as I did, saw it as like, they just saw it as sarcasm. Them saying, "Oh, I hate the commies, so I don't agree with the Communist Party."
嫌いすぎるあまり視野狭窄に陥っていたがな。敵の精神的支柱はイデオロギーではなくナショナリズム。そうである以上、我々は共産主義者とそれ以外を分けるしかありません。
つまり、連邦の国家主義に対して分化。
So we do. We do a revolution. We have the communists on one side, and then we have a new government who's not communist, but is more nationalist and more aligned, surprisingly, with our nation.
して統治せよと。
いえ、統治に手を出せば軍事機構は疲弊して崩壊しかねません。我々に必要なのは業務を委託できる素晴らしき友人です。
興味深い言葉だが、この年になると新しい友人を作るのも簡単で。
I mean, you can always make new friends.
ではなかろう。
しかし、外交の格言にはあるはずです。
The enemy of my enemy is my friend?
敵の敵は友だ。
But who are we talking
な
about?
らば友人の目処もつけているのかね。
もちろんです。東部の現占領地における民族評議会が最適でしょう。彼らと手を取り合えば東部でのゲリラも抑えられるはずです。閣下、我らは友人を得ることが可能なのです。
I don't know if they are going to like that. So I guess the idea is, hey, again, we try to get like a new group of people to rise up against the communists. And then because they are our friends, we help them with like materials and manpower to get rid of the communists. Really, you are here? How are you going to spin it that you are friendly to them? Well, you never fought against the Federation because you wanted to fight the Federation. You fought against them because you wanted to get rid of communism. The devil.
それでは帝国を代表してハンス・フォン・ゼトゥア中将よりご挨拶を申し上げます。親愛なる長州の皆様、我々帝国が望むものは明確です。平和。私もあなた方と同じように、ただ祖国に平和があらんことを望む一人です。
Honestly, I do not remember how the war against the Federation started. I don't know if the Federation started the war or the Empire started.
平和、平和、平和。悪魔のような石碑さえいなければ、我々は、あなた方は武器を取ったでありましょうか。我々は祖国を守るべくして剣を取ったに過ぎません。平和を回復した暁には武器を下ろし、愛すべき故郷に戻ることを約束します。我々には占領地域を併合する意図はありません。領土と主権を持つ自立した人々との共存を心より切望するばかりです。誰が祖国を思わざるものでしょうか。誰が故郷を思わざるものでしょうか。どうかお願いです。どうか良き友人として橋の上のホラティウスがごとくあなた方と共に歩むことを許していただきたい。
まさに善良な個人にして邪悪な組織人というわけ。
Now, I mean, pretty obvious to more or less mirror your own nationality because you now have an idea what you need to target for them to listen to you, and it's easier to be closer together if you have something in common, loving your homeland, fighting for your home. Now, is this true though? Let's play along, let's say this works, we get rid of the communists, we now have a Russian Federation or whatever, a new nation that is nationalist instead of communist. Are we going back? Is the Empire really going and be like, yup, here you go, we go back? Because theoretically the Empire does still have the enemy of Great Britain, which we need to get rid of. So it's probably better to get rid of them and, you know, not fight the Federation for the time being. And then whenever you're ready, you can try to use your speed again to get rid of the Federation, maybe?
召喚は今日この時をもって帝国軍を代表し
Is that supposed to be the Red Rider of the Apocalypse?
軍政区域の民政移管を宣言いたします。願わくは来一つの良き友人たちの未来に光あらんことを。
So you
ま
retreat?
ったく詐欺師もいいところだな。
Or are you going to stay because of humanitarian reasons?
きっと地獄には閣下の特等席が用意されているに違いない。
新しい友人との出会いに栄えある両
Allied Kingdom Embassy in Moscow.
栄えある両国の戦争協力に。
So we have the communists working together with the Allies, and we have some new force inside the Federation that are more nationalist, working potentially together with the Empire.
帝国に我らの友情を見せつけるためにもぜひ
We would love to open up a second front. No, you don't. You don't like more than one front. It's a headache at every opportunity, so you don't want to? I guess the idea is, hey, we would love to invade non-Germany over the water, but that seems unlikely to happen. It's not like there are beach fronts we could land on.
るためにもぜひ第二戦線の形成を。
無論ですが我々
So we can show the Empire what good friends we are. Sure.
ですが我々の本国とて大航空戦の最中でして。
同志書記長、問題が発生いたしました。
This is a little bit confusing for me because we have the comrade secretary, which I guess is like the head of state, and then we have this guy, Mr. I love Tanya too much, who is more or less commanding everything. Is the secretary of state just like a puppet?
帝国は手を組みました。連中は民族主義者と握手を交わしました。帝国軍の占領地域にて臨時政府の樹立と民政移管の手続きを始めています。世界の敵にあの帝国に友人ができたのです。
Technically, Italy is also allied with the Empire. They're staying neutral, but they are, as far as I remember last episode, they said they are on like good terms. Probably just because they don't want to be, destroyed.
閣下のおかげで帝国の命も少
This scene reminds me of Command & Conquer. Because you have like the scene at the beginning, you see the truck, bam, gets exploded, you do the mission, and this is your reward. You see this scene. Nothing happens. Mission successful. Now we get supplies.
閣下のおかげで帝国の命も少しは流らえるやもしれん。
Oh, new socks. Yep, we need to see those feet. Yep,
あとは戦争終結に役立つ友人さえいれば。
あ、中佐殿。
Well, we're saying that. Does it mean Japan is going to be part of the equation now? Because they are surprisingly absent. Or is the idea, hey, this is like World War I, World War II, we could introduce Japan. However, not even talking about World War I, Japan was against Germany, and World War II, they were together, and Japan did some, let's say, questionable things in World War II. So maybe they're like, yeah, let's not introduce them.
そういえば補給品のリストにコーヒーがありました。
何？本当か？
はい、最低限のやつですが。
この際贅沢は言わんとも。カフェイン。ああ、もっと光をだな。
では悪魔のように黒く、地獄のように熱く、天使のように純粋で、愛のように甘いコーヒーを用意しますね。
How? Black as the night black as the devil, but sweet as love? Alright, it's sugar, not milk. Oh, my turn.
よろしく頼もう。思えば今回の一件も優秀な副官のおかげだ。ライン戦線以来の付き合いになるが。
Who is definitely not a spy.
もはや友人と呼ぶのもおこがましい。彼女の他に付き合いの長い存在といえば。
I mean, technically you knew him before, Squishy, so if you can call him a friend, which unlikely, he's your oldest friend.
ふざけるな。誰が貴様なぞ注意。あの忌々しい人形は何だ。
接収した民家にあったんです。可愛いかなーって。
捨てろ。今すぐ捨てろ。
So it's just a normal nutcracker? I see. So, the Doa Kingdom Army Command.
連邦内に自治評議会の設立とは、我らが同盟国殿は国家理性の塊だな。
ならば、我々友人の言葉にも耳を傾けてくれると良いのですが。
Oh, the Italian. No. Again, you know, friends. Don't join the war. Don't join. You're going to fuck everything up. You are incompetent in war. You are unable to take Ethiopia. Fuck off. So yeah, I guess Italy's joining for some reason. I don't really know what is the empire even holding. France, non-France, the northern countries, okay, like Denmark, Sweden, or non-Denmark, non-Sweden, non-Finland, or whatever you want to call them. At least non-Sweden and non-Norway, right? Don't know about non-Finland. And then we hold some stuff of non-Poland. What about all like Greece and Turkey, Romania? All of those are not in the war? I feel like Italy is going to open all of those fronts and then we are like, yeah, fuck. Because there's no strategic value in getting these. Or there was none. I mean, doesn't Romania have oil nowadays? Maybe that would be... Nonetheless, they are going to be useless. Because Italy was pretty useless in both world wars. So that's gonna be fun. But essentially, it sounds like we started a puppet nation again. That is going to be more aligned with us. Was it not called like the White Revolution or something? Or Red Revolution? White Revolution, two distinct historical Indias, Irans, no. Is it red? Russia. October Revolution of 1917, where the Bolshevik Party, the Reds, led by Vladimir Lenin, overthrew the Russian Provisional Government. This launched the Russian Civil War against the White Army and established the world's first communist state. Again, something along those lines seems like we are going to do, and hope that the communists don't win, because the communists at the moment are in power. Is it going to work? No. I do also wonder, is Squishy a spy? It just would fit so well. She's in this war from the very beginning. She is from the Federation. She could be like a spy the whole time. She's just waiting. Hmm. For a moment, I was like, is she a ghost? No, it's a fucking war. Why don't you attend the prisoners? Who is going to take her serious? She goes to your calf.
捕虜の尋問は中佐殿もご同席されては？
驚いたな。子さんの注意ですらそれか。私を見たまえ。
ほ？
私を見たまえ。外見で侮られかねんだろ。外見で侮られかねんだろ。常に捕虜を見上げていろとでも？迷子の引き取りではないんだぞ。
失礼いたしました。ではお子様用の椅子を。
Are you serious?
いらーん。
Well-intentioned mediator. We also have the whole alliance with the Federation and allies. I am pretty sure the lady is a spy that is trying to get information. Also that the allies are sending some spies over to the Federation. I'm assuming next episode we will get some build-up between the essentially white and reds of the Federation. And I'm assuming in the episode after we get the full-blown civil war.